Talking about the temps that'll be skyrocketing up into the 90s once again after a couple of days that have been so comfortable outside. So storms, we'll be talking about those too, although it'll be far more isolated case up north tonight, and maybe a rain chance around the Twin Cities and everywhere else as we look on into Sunday. We'll key in on what's coming ahead here for the heat and the storms. Those will be your two big topics over the next couple of days as we change around from our drier and cooler pattern, which we're still kind of in today. Notice over the metro now, it's kind of cloudy, front moving through, 81 temp. One change from yesterday is humidity coming up. Dew point 61. It was down in the 40s yesterday, so it was so much more pleasant outside. Temps in the 70s and 80s and dew points in the 40s. That's just some great feeling weather. Today, though, a southerly wind bringing up this number and, of course, helping the temperature come up too. And we've had on and off sunshine throughout the day as well. Not too different from spot to spot. Western Wisconsin and most of Minnesota, pretty close to 80. Some hotter temperatures in northwest Minnesota that is helping to fire up storms there. More on that coming up. Here's the dew point change. Yesterday, 40s. Today, 60. Look where we'll be this weekend. Tropical air, very steamy outside with dew points in the 70s. It'll stay hot next week, but the dew point does take a little dip to begin the week. So what's that mean for feels like? Well, we're talking triple digits metro southward, 90s up north, and then as we look into Sunday, triple digits expand into northern Minnesota. And if it's not 100, it's well into the 90s up north. So we have heat advisories in the areas not quite as high tomorrow with excessive or extreme heat warnings for everyone else, including the metro. It's basically 100 and higher likely in the extreme heat warnings. And then the watches take in effect for Sunday surrounding that, which most likely will end up being expanded to warnings in many areas. So with the heat returning this weekend, the humidity levels coming up and it feels like over 100. You're going to be mowing the lawn, you're going to be running, doing something outside, just take some breaks indoors and limit your stressful activity. We're talking air quality. It's definitely better today, just like yesterday, good to moderate over most of the state. But we are seeing some upper level smoke, and that will increase tonight. So expect hazy conditions for the weekend. Most of this is from fires out west, not the fires we've been talking about the last week or so up here to the north. There will be a little low-level smoke, so if you're sensitive to it, you'll probably notice it. Now we'll talk storms. Yes, several up in northern Minnesota. Had a few isolated showers around here earlier today. You notice those storms continuing to flare up in the far northern part of the state where there is now a tornado watch, including Bemidji, Walker, down to Pillager. It's mainly going to be Highway 2 and northward tonight for the threat of isolated tornadoes, damaging wind gusts, and also some large hail. Level 2 severe weather risk on the slight scale, again favoring those three things I mentioned, especially in the far north for the tornado threat. Microcast keeps a lot of the storms up there tonight. They do try to get southward towards the Brainerd Lakes area before fading. Quiet in the metro throughout the night. Saturday looks to be a quiet day, and then Saturday night and Sunday, a couple of storms try to fire in the southwest, and then you'll notice Sunday a few storms trying to fire here and there around northern Minnesota. On Sunday, there is a level 2 slight risk for just about everyone. We'll, of course, fine-tune that. Jamie will throughout the weekend. Hot and humid this weekend. Next week, hot, but maybe not as humid.